Hello, these are my March empties. So I'll go in the order that I used them up in. At the start of the month I finished my Game of Thrones inspired lip balm. It says Mother of the Dragons and it's got Daenerys and her dragons on it. I got that off Etsy. Easy. And it was a vanilla stick balm with a bit of shimmer running through it. It was very nice. Organic as well. I want to repurchase it, but the seller doesn't seem to be selling them anymore, so I'll have to find something else. Two of these Dr. Hauschka bath oils. One is the Moor Lavender Calming Bath Essence, which it was more of a creamy lavender than a sharp lavender, but even then I didn't really find it all that relaxing for me. But the Almond Soothing Bath Essence is very nice. It is very, very oily though, so if you don't like oily baths then don't bother. Asda Dry Eye Spray, which sounds disgusting, but what can I say, I'm addicted to eye spray things. I wanted the Tesco's one, but they only sell it in big Tesco's and I don't live near a big Tesco's, so when I'd gone to the big Asda at Skem, I picked this up hoping it would be the same, but it's just not the same. It's not very nourishing, to be honest, doesn't really do much. So I actually got through quite a lot of skincare empties this month. My first big one was the Earle Instant Boost Skin Tonic. This is the 200ml bottle. I had found that it wasn't as calming and nourishing as I had found it throughout the autumn into winter months. I found that as soon as it's been the new year and it's gone proper freezing wind battery here, it's not doing as much for me as what it normally does, so I think for now I won't be repurchasing it, and I've still got a little 50ml bottle to use up anyway. Another Earle, the Earle Eyebright Soothing Eye Lotion. I must have gone through about a bottle every 2 months of this in the summer, but as it's gone into winter I've not needed it as much, so I do have another bottle of this already, so I don't think I'm going to need to be repurchasing another one anytime soon. Why is my voice going up at the end of every sentence? I don't know. One of the last few Dr. Hauschka minis from my advent calendar. Show up! Hydrating hand cream, which is a very kind of medicinal smelling, almost, the sharpness of alcohol, it kind of gives me that as well, but kind of fruity as well. And it's yellow, which I could see why some people aren't really gonna like this very much, but it is nice, and it's not overly moisturising in that kind of silicone-y way that a lot of hand creams are, because this one's all natural, so it was alright. Now, the Kora Luxurious Rosehip Oil, which is only 15ml, and I think it's about £35 or £45 on Net-a-Porter or something, which seems like a lot of money for such a tiny product, but it has lasted me since last January. To be honest though, I haven't really been using it on my face, because this is the facial rosehip oil, because I found it was just way too rich for my face. Even if I'd just put one pump or half a pump, then it wouldn't be too much, but then it would kind of feel like it kind of defeats the object of me using it. I'd just be better off using something else on my face. So it kind of sat languishing in my stash for a while, and then because it's been getting colder, I've started getting eczema again on my arms, and I was kind of at a loss to what to put on it, because everything I seemed to put on it seemed to kind of make it worse. So I put some of this on, and it worked a treat. So it was an expensive remedy for body eczema, but Kora do a bigger bottle of rosehip oil for the body, so maybe that'd be a better option for me in the future. But for now, I know that rosehip oil works a treat on eczema, so go you, Kora. They have positive affirmations on the back of Kora packaging, and this one says integrity, which is very sweet. Okay, I've been going through Lush face masks like there's no tomorrow recently, and this one is BB Seaweed, which you'd think would kind of smell of seaweed, but to me it's just very floral, very fresh. This one's a good one if you you want to use a face mask but you don't have a clue what you want your face mask to do, really. I did find that surprisingly this one did actually bring all of my impurities to the surface, which some of the ones that I've used in the past, they actually hadn't. So it did actually draw a lot of the crap out of my skin essentially, but without being too inflammatory. In fact, I found it gave it the opposite effect. It did actually harm my skin as well. So this one was really nice. What does this one have in it? Honey. Yeah, the honey's good, and aloe vera. And the rose rose agrees with my skin, so I would definitely buy BB Seaweed again. But I would say that I'd find that I'd rather roll the mask off my face once it had dried, kind of like roll it off my face, than wet the mask to remove it, because rolling it seemed a bit quicker to get it off. And if I wetted it, I'd find that some of the bits of seaweed would then kind of jab into my face a bit. So you've just got to kind of mix it up and see what kind of technique works for you, I guess, with a face mask. Ooh, I think I saw a magpie. My last one, massive, a huge Earle Cleanse and Polish, the 200ml version. I've worked out, because I got this right at the end of November, so this has lasted me December, January, February, March. Ooh, that's a bit awkward. So this has lasted me 4 months. I mean, I have had other cleansers on the go as well, but this has been the one that I have used the most during that time. So I think if I took off like any other time that I'd be using another cleanser, I'd say that roughly this kind of size would last you 3 months in that case. But yeah, it's been good, Earle. I do have 2 more minis of this formulation of the cleanse and polish to use up, which are 30ml tubes, and I won't be repurchasing this particular scent because it is a very, very strong scent, and I don't really like using anything this mentally strong in the summer because it is mega strong. So there we go. I did think that at this point in the year I wouldn't have that many empties to be showing, and that I'd have to kind of start chatting stuff about, maybe stuff that I was project panning, trying to work up on using, but you know, that's about the amount of empties for March, so I'll have to see how I go. I think it definitely stands out, the amount of skincare empties I'm going through at the moment, because I'm not repurchasing too far in advance before I use something up anymore, so stuff is getting used up, which is cool, yay! So those were my March empties.